a clock available when you need it, is there? Me in the mirror, me in the mirror. So I just, 12 in now. So come to do the friendly vlog. Now, of course, my subscribers are not notified at the point when I've gone live because I've seen it backstage in the studio as well. Just bearing up. I've seen it. It's ticked, but it's unlisted. It's just you're not being notified that I'm gone live. Okay, I've seen the studio. Yeah, I took a thing of it. I was like, oh, check carefully. I almost thought I was hearing ringing. Yeah, hearing ringing. It's good practice. Mirror work. That's what they suggested to me when I was, I had to conglomerate all them people together. I don't know. I just want one. That was a photo I was going to share earlier. I've got more photos for you. My exhibition space allows 5 at a time. Now, I would have gone for 6. And twerking. Just at least show me a sign that you're going to join in so I can be speaking, because I've got an invite link, right? How long would it take for someone to get notified that he has his live? For top chats. Oh, yes, got you. Awesome. Wait. I'll sit. Because they just said the mirror. So it's cool. Live top. All right, okay, there's something going on with this chat, but there's a link to share it for people to phone in, and I plug that one. Yeah, well, that would take me offline. There is a question, and the question is going to be demonstrated visually. The question is, how am I think now it's, well, I've actually not checked too recently, about 18% body fat. Would you like to see the swelling? You're going to see the swelling, right? But obviously can work. Now there's no nudity, but I'm going to hold up the loose skin and phone on the light. Yeah, I'm working on a new language. So, because, like I was saying, I was about 18 last time before I fasted recently, properly. If I'm only 18% fat, how to, and it's extremely painful, sort of loose skin. Try around this way, or I'll switch. Causing that swelling all the time since I had metal put in me for free on the NHS, unnecessarily. 18% body fat, really painful. Doesn't really matter what time in the menstrual cycle it is, and does go down. Yeah, it's build up of fluid of some kind. It's cushioning the damage. One cannot simply remove filter clips. Put them in for nothing. Didn't get paid to put those in, did you? I didn't need them. But if I did, I would have wanted to know that there was a 50% chance I would live with chronic pelvic pain afterwards. You did a brilliant job as an endometriosis specialist. With the excision, because that's the correct way. Don't ablate or burn, just cut it out. Oh, look, mirrored and mirrors. No. Mirrors. No. So today's a friendly vlog. I'm just pretend it's Friday. I may as well do one day of Friday. But unfortunately, I'm in a mirror. It's just, look, we have good times, okay? Pain, yeah. And I can't, you know, it's complicated. I want to stay with you. You know, just I'm an amateur, okay. Coke used to have cocaine in it. You can't hear it from there, but I you know, because I wasn't paying attention at the time. It's cool. It's cool. I live with it all the time. Yeah. I've come to terms with the, you know, no. It's like, you know, no is no. So, so I'm still standing on that one leg. Well, I was like, I'm not gonna. Gosh, I've been doing this for at least, oh yeah, coming up 24 hours because I haven't burnt off enough of my adrenaline by taking a huge bike ride and getting back for my full body massage. Well, I say full body. There are professional standards, which you'd know if you know, usually, yeah, well, I talked about the bum problem, didn't I? Because I had called up for, anyway, I'm not allowed to talk about him because he's now my friend, you know, just the asshole. Yeah, and I'm lucky that happened because, well, something's gone wrong with my arsehole. It was around the time of the surgery. I think it's to do with my tailbone. I have more. The jokes, or at least the intelligent remarks, have been. I really hope I get forgiven because I know I am. So if I talk to the wall too, I'm like, because I know, like, you know, there's just been a lot of creativity about. I like music. Do you know, it's just accompaniment. Fuck. Yeah, thanks. Feel better now. You know, sometimes if it gets a lot, you just like, you know, because it's for unauthorized kind of knowledge. You know, it's not even. I'm not cussing anyone. It's like, you know, almost. God, for fuck's sake, you know. But you know, I just like getting into performance. You know, how's it going? This does not work right now. This is for another space of. I don't know, Elon. Let's go. You know. I know I could tell you what I did. I don't want to spoil a surprise. All right, here's the surprise. There's a book over there. It might be over there. What I did the other day, I don't know, just in case Reiki is needed. Yeah, I look like I'm taking the piss. Yeah. Stand up straight. Yeah, I found my center. I don't know. Like, let's go. Subject. If you need a subject, throw it in the comment. And of course, I'm not going to return my goods to you if you didn't like what you got. You know, because if you drops like $1 million in there and then like, all right, so I'm going to need that back for your goods and services, that'd be unfortunate. But if I got $1 million, that's come off welfare. So how's it going? I forgot the bit I was talking about then. Just a push. Yeah. Because, you know, obviously, if I would have checked that I'd done those parts there, you know, it is, you know, it's life's good. I'm like I've done that myself. Like, yeah, life's good, you know. Even these seeds, you know, I'm not rubbing it in no one's face because obviously make money, okay? I am made of money. If you haven't got enough, a leg and an arm, you know, I do doctorate things, okay? Look, I am got promoted, okay? Ready? Not good to tennis, though. Yeah, I know, back to front, whatever. All right, so more like that. No, it's so small and it moves so fast. You know, oh, you've gone too far, and it's like, no, really. So just no, not recently, because I'm under control. See, I'm just drawing them together now. Smashing time last night, and then I walked in here, and yeah, I said here. There's other people can hear me. I'm aware of it. not everyone's spark, you know. Yeah, it's been a long day. I can't even process it right now. So the thing about it is, like, there was a it's not here, obviously. It's about this size, and then currently, and then like I've just walked in and I've gone bang 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 with a spoon, not this spoon. So tuk 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 tuk. On the lid, on the lid. Right, and it broke. And I was like, fine. I cleaned it up. You know, so no, not really. You know, it's just because I'm not going to mess around anymore. Smashing. I don't know. And are these wrong? Now, if you've got any roots, like I said, we need powder. So I thought I'll get containers now, because the reality is you can't just say, oh, you're not mum and dad anymore. And I like to break the law to make the law, because there's important ones I've been doing every day. It's nearly sundown here. All right, Spider, you've got to understand, I'm friends with your friends. Your friends' friends are friends with your friends. Moses, Abraham, Mary, Jane. And then, so if these comments are in bad faith, I will assume so with that sound. Ready? Hi, how's it going? How again? You know, I think probably. Green shorts. What's that about? Oh, it came as part of a pair, so they might have done, but they never did. They never did. I had to get rid of the top. But they're not tight, okay? They just, yeah, that's, you know, I just practice my art. Now I'm free, you know, kicked out of the, well, yeah, next question was, is this an actual asylum? No, this is a multi-purpose front room. You know, nails down a board. Dance. Underlay. I've already discussed with my neighbours about who put this in and that they were the best, but they're not the production suppliers. So, you know, if I'd had more time, I would have been sold 6 more layers of bouncy underlay. No carpet. It's obviously, in the name of, like, can your dog see you under there? No. Because, you know, the moment I'm not under there. And there's no dogs in this, because there's no dogs allowed, actually, technically, according to him. Over there somewhere, there's no dogs allowed in here. Well, I didn't know that because I didn't read the list too closely, but you know, at least I've not got goats, you know, because I'll ask you this when you're asking me. Oh yeah, the 6 degrees of separation thing, bruv, of course. If you know what 6 degrees of separation is, yeah, everyone knows that, don't they? What I was, yeah, you know, run with the program. This thing. It's back to front, unfortunately. Now, because you asked if it was real, this is sometimes a dance studio. This is just my chamber, basically. It's like a studio apartment, except there are walls in the way. It's just divided off into sections, my studio. So I found out this is my chambre, yeah? I just get frustrated with people, you know, me, especially me. I'm like, we could have been, you don't need to slow me down that much, you know, but I don't know, knocked on the head. So it's fine. It's fine. I'll find better ways of looking after myself. This is called goat's milk, but there's no apostrophe. And it tells me people have gone because they're like, I ain't got time or whatever. But, you know, I'm bearing with the ones that are bearing with. So, you know, because it's not like I'm literally, like, I don't know how to convince anyone of my actual character. I don't mind. I'm not offended if you left already. But of course I mind, because I'm like, I'm trying to chat with my friends. This isn't goat's milk because it does not have an apostrophe. It's the kid's milk. Now, cows cry for at least 3 days when their calves are removed from them. Goats, as I practiced earlier, go like this. So if I was allowed to keep a goat in here, I would be feeding them, they would be feeding them, and I would be able to get the rest. Ta-da! No, obviously not. Just the pain, right? In the spine. There's the different joints. Like we said, we cook with herbs, yeah, we don't burn them, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff going on, all right, guys. We've got to keep it up, you know, keep it together like what I am, right? 6 people. Now this guy, I'm just reading the chat, and I'll just, you know, because I like to, I don't know, I don't even know what I like right now. All the colours. I don't drink milk, lactose is sugar. Ah, yeah, good point. And cows have got 2 stomachs, so yeah, just try it. Also, yeah, mushroom, yeah, so everything 3 times. Go for 4. I don't know. I can't pick people's numbers for them. Sometimes I'm confused which my number is. Apparently it's only 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I'm like, is it 1? Okay, it will hopefully. There's a virus living in my finger. Thought it was a disaster, and it wasn't. So. Well, if you haven't been diagnosed, wait. You need insurance before you run along and get your, you know, if there's a, do they pay for the insurance companies? Do they pay for anything other than, I mean, I know of a chiropractor, and he just said, come back, kind of whenever you like, actually. There's different places have different rules. But what I say is try and get a recommendation from someone that you know. In that case, you know if they're kosher or not. And I'm like, I don't know where your localist chiropodist was trained. My local chiropodist has seen the inside of a morgue during his university education. I love to get the adjustments just because he helped me. She, half man, half woman, helped me. Not a real science, not a real science, not real science, you know. Homeopaths, it's a little like a vaccine, but the other way around. You're already ill. I'll keep asking for about maybe an hour and a half. We'll get it in the post, you know. Meanwhile, over there, no Bible. Here, no Bible. Generally speaking, you know, picture books. And we mingle. You know, this is the reality, you know, we mingle. Now, I'm not saying Christendom is wrong. And I don't know what Chrislam is. Because they know. So, thank God I'm not invited. I got the invitation. Had to leave. I love girls. The ones that had to stay. You had to stay, you know, and also there's a colloquial term for now and I'm not going to say 5 eyes, but you can't get away with murder, but I will kill you if you share the link to my, what's the plan for tonight? These questions are mighty short, Spider. There's none. No, I'm looking at myself. Am I sincere? So they already had that name. So yeah. You know, I'm just going back in time for now. That's what I'll do tonight. No, I don't know. I like I said, it's been 24 hours because work's quite long, and like I said, I can't just go and fang off a loads of energy and then come back in and have my therapist. It's called conversing. Yeah. All right, because I'm taking my time off here. And it's like, but you're getting me in the mirror, apparently. It's like, stay safe. No. Someone went too far with shooting off someone's heads just because children, because everything you see on TV is real. No, it's similar. Yeah, I'm not at work at the moment. Taking time out. I'll drink Coke. Coca-Cola, because sugar, I don't know. It's difficult. I'm so responsible. Kaput. Kaput. Yeah. I'm not married. At the moment. Sounds wrong. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Oh no. Well, you give up, have you? The comms given up. Is that 6% battery left here? It's not that I haven't done enough talking. It's that I forgot. I don't know. Yeah, turn it around. That's what the guy said. The guy. I don't know. It's probably in a text that I've received via the internet, and now I can't see myself. Yeah, then I heard that as well. We all help each other. Help. I've got interesting questions about music, how it sounds. It's this completely independent artist decision, right? Oh wow, this is just so like, let's go hunting, yeah. Not my choice. I had to. No, so because they don't actually generally kill foxes that way. I don't know. It's just, the horses don't kill the fox, so but keep rips in seconds. So yeah, long run. Eventually, just get some food, hopefully. But the thing was, it's not complete. It's just a problem. I took a shower. I took one shower. It's just I'll get there later. I took one shower. It's just spiritual relaxation, I took one shower, and now, yeah, I'm sorry you've got to sit this way too. I've got to go back out there to get my food. Shit. Grassy ass. Any requests though, just because there's a particular subject that you want involved, just leave the remark, and it's had to be very concise. Otherwise, just post money. And the reason I prefer PayPal to cash is if I have to keep a record of what I've been given for YouTube. I don't want to put too much of a definition, because if I start getting into production and distribution stuff, look, facts, files. Yeah, I was going to put this in the description because I've got 5%, 5, yeah, 5 people, 5%, 0 likes. It's only 1 0. It's true of all numbers. No, it's not. It's not. Right. Well, I'll never get to the bottom of that. Jump in a well? No. Just hold it all together. Wow, I'm standing out of one hole. Swaying. Because I have issues as well. Swaying. Hi, it's swaying. Just because I don't know how to. It's just inspiring. You inspired me. No, it's the religious rumors. There, we started a point here somewhere. You killed it. I'll take that. Animals. What's the last chicken you had? I'll go first. Dinner's ready. Meal, right? Dinner, supper, tea. Loo, restroom, toilet, bath. It's just practice. I'm trying to make friends basically at the moment. The more friends I'm aware of, then when I'm got more than enough. No, not when I've got more than enough. When I've got enough, I can just be like, yo, right? didn't come from me, or something like that, you know. Get rich and I die trying. I ran after someone in a Tesla today, and I just want to say I was trying to do free promotion. I wasn't actually trying to get you to give me money just because you're driving a Tesla. Because I said to you, still paying it off, aren't you? And he said, yeah. And I was like, cool. You know, even though I was running along. Yeah. Crutchy. Have you got crutches? I do. Have I got crutches? Look, this isn't real. This is on it's how many dimensions is that? Green niggers? No, 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 no. Please don't write green niggers in my chats. I get CK stuck in my throat. Knickers. Calvin Klein, you know, they're so funny, not? Because I've seen milk recently that's what? Credit where credit's due. LGBTQ to SM. Audiophile. That's it, the Latin name. Look, let me explain this to you in a way that you are really going to know. I have a brother named Philip. That does not mean that he literally, in a material way, so to speak, loves horses. Even in, because I will keep this shit, you know, this for real. My house, I used to take care of horses. Does that mean I'm a literal lover of horses? It's Latin. It's not new, okay? But it's so painful because I don't do much Arabic in school. 17, 27, 17, 27, 28, 33. I just, I'll run naked, okay? At least in my own place. You know? And then it gets chilly, so whatever. Yeah, chili con carne. And I've eaten today as well. At least the man in the mirror. It's not a man though, is it? That animal over there. Because you just can't. There's no excuses. Unless you stop. Get maid service or whatever. So that's what I'll do. Read the comments. Spider killing animals. What's the last thing you killed? I'll go first. Chicken. Not killed anyone recently. Camise is the best. Give me an F, thank you. And green niggers. I'm not reading you. All right, you've got a good name on. You got a good name on. I don't know. Magic butter making machine. Sponsored by something I actually believe in, not just yellow or orange specks. Yeah. Just only yellow or orange, please. Down to 3%. When it's finished, because I'm pretty sure if it's turned off, it's not recording. Like that's just the gayest lie ever. It's like, we're still recording, even. It's turned off, okay. Just a reality check. Decide for yourself, you know. But how would you know? Well, you know. I've got a massive thanks. That's what I've got to give. And apparently not. No, don't give any thanks out. Yeah, it's difficult around here. It's difficult everywhere, especially when so many empty apartments next door. And you know, you probably wouldn't even need an empty apartment next door. Just as long as you've all got the Wi-Fi room. In my space, I have one room for Wi-Fi. For the broadband or whatever it's called. So there's not time to fix these problems. You know, very soon it'll become, you know, I'll be a lollipop lady or something, you know. And running away. In and out, you know, lock it in, lock it out. And if you need to just here's a bit of paper, okay? Paper will be available. We will be hunted, you know. That's what I know there's rumours of like bombs and that. Rumours of bombs. Okay, you know, good to escape the but if it happens to you, if that happens, all right, well, you know, you'll die that way. It's like it's not like about sometimes I'm trying to make plans for the future and I can't even get supper. 1%. I've got to go, my darlings. Velly's Fly Spunk Fest asks, what makes me tick? What makes me tick? My heart. Boom, 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 boom. Drink this. I'll go and get 1% battery. I'll just go and buy a chicken burger. Even though there's swelling, we'll revisit. Just if we can try. Hello, wizard. Assumption of good belief, was it called? How to internet etiquette. Yeah, just quickly reminds everybody. And also, I'm not going to stand on the scales to prove to you, what much fat? I don't know. That's a saggy bit got left over. And also the ligaments, I know, specialised. There she is. Yeah, it's going down. In fact, depending on which way you look at it, just write it off as absolutely nothing. I'll try and lift up my... There we go. So fashionable. Hold it in. I'll just lift up the paunch. I don't know how. So hot and painful. Well, that's just me. I'll see you guys there. Because something about I'm behind you. No, look at me. I'm looking at you. Okay. I hope this is just how I'm living this way at the moment. It's like looking at me. Yeah. I could, because I can't wink to that eyelid. I don't know why. It's something that needs acupuncture, is what I've decided. It's like, I'm like that. Yeah, never being able to wink this eye. Still got time, Here's my finest. Because obviously, there's loads of people there. So, I don't know. Have I spilled the beans? No, it's like cops and robbers. Yeah, right. I'll get the burger. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.